Okay, back again with real money trades for my masterclass over at simpleswitch.teachable.com. If you go over there and take my masterclass, it will get you up to speed on what I'm doing with this real money trading series, growing a small account in the futures market and with swing trading. And I chose the futures market to go with this because I don't have to worry about the PDT rule and I can day trade. In my masterclass, I take you from day one to I want to be a trader, then selecting a broker, opening an account, then teaching you how I build winning strategies that fits you. So I call it the PLG, personality, lifestyle, and goals. But not just that, strategies that have a proven statistical probability of success. Once we build our strategies, then we build a trade plan to go with those strategies. Two completely different things, traders. You need a good strategy and a good trade plan to be successful. Then I sim trade those strategies, and now we're into the real money trading portion of building a winning strategy. That is what this series is about. I plan on trading these accounts until the end of 2023, and we'll see how far we can grow them in 1 year's time. Now, I don't know if these strategies are going to be successful. We're going to find this out together, and if they're not, hopefully I can tweak them along the way to make them successful. I started my futures account with $1,700 because that was the bare minimum I felt like I could start with. And then I started my swing trading account with $2,000. Again, I felt that was the bare minimum I can start with. In my masterclass, I explain all these details and why I make the decisions, what you're seeing on the screens, the charts that you're seeing, all the tools, all that stuff. This class can benefit beginner traders and pro traders alike. I do trade with my algorithm, but you don't need that in order to benefit from my masterclass. You can trade with whatever tool it is for you. If you're thinking about taking somebody else's class, my masterclass can help you choose what other strategy might be right for you. This way, if you're going to spend a lot of money to buy somebody else's strategy, it would really be good if that strategy would fit you. And I teach you all about that in my masterclass, so go check it out. But for now, let's get into today's video. All right, the whole time that I've been talking, I realized I did not have my chart on the screen. That's too bad because there's a bunch of stuff for you to see, like this crazy candle. So let's just start over from the beginning, shall we? So there we go. So we're out of this trade, and I'll tell you why. So after commissions, we'll make $2.50. I'm fine to be out. Oh, I'm so bummed that I wasn't recording the screen after doing all of that. All right, so I'm back in trading. So this Wednesday, I told you I wasn't going to be in the office on Monday, Tuesday. I might not be able to trade. I was able to take some trades, but I wasn't able to record them. So we're going to go back through the charts, which I already did. We're going to go back through the charts, and I'm going to show you those trades that I took and the trades that I didn't take also. And you'll see it because, for one, you'll see the markups on the chart. But the other part of it is, if you've been following along with this series, then you know what I'm looking at on the charts and you know what's going on, and you'll be able to see for yourself whether or not it's been successful over the last couple days. And I think what you're going to see is it's too bad that I missed out. What you're going to see is it's too bad that I missed out on a bunch of successful trades. This account could have grown quite nicely the last couple days, but unfortunately I just wasn't really able to trade except for those couple trades I took, and they weren't great trades. So it is what it is. But so here we are. So I walk in and I see this trigger to trade here to the short side, looking for a minimum target of right here, bonus target here, right? Stop here. I put my speed bump in to go higher, but I didn't actually get in down here. I didn't see this trade actually until right here in this candle. So you can see where I marked it up, 4074, yellow line. So that's where I jumped in. Then I started making the video and talking and showing you the trades when I got an alert, because I set an alert here letting me know when it gets here. And I was like, what is that? I mean, it was like seconds. This new candle just opened, and like within seconds, it crashed way down here. So by the time I came over, it had already come all the way back up here, like in seconds. 30-minute candles, look how they normally move. Look, see how they move, right? And then this happens in seconds. See, look. So, unbelievable. So I think we're going to get into this long now on a speed bump play. All right, so if it doesn't hit its full target, I could speed bump it, but it got pretty close. And so anyway, so what I was saying was this candle is acting very odd. The fast movements that it's making, I don't really know what's going on. So that's why, I was hoping to see it come back down here again. It almost did, but come back down here again and just get out. Just get out of the trade, take my profit. But because of how crazy this candle is acting, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to move my stop to break even plus a couple dollars because this isn't right. Something's not right here. It's not normal. And when you trade the same tickers every day, you can see what's normal and what's not with those tickers, and it can help inform your decisions when you're trading. So and that's one thing I like. You know, when you have a strategy that's this. All right, I need to speed bump this. When you have a strategy that's got different. Sorry, let me put this stop in real quick. Just I don't know what's going on here with this candle. All right, so we're gonna put that just down here below structure. Actually, all right. So when you have a strategy where you see the same tickers every day, all day, you can kind of build a relationship with those tickers and kind of get an idea of how they move and what they do and all that stuff. When it's a different ticker every day, you know, does that ticker, you know, maybe you have a good strategy, but maybe that ticker just doesn't work with your strategy, right? Some tickers just don't seem to follow whatever it is that you might be looking at, like that technical analysis thing or that price action or that technical indicator or whatever it might be that you might be using. Some tickers just might not comply with what it is that you're doing with that. So once I get tickers that work well with what I'm doing, I like to just keep trading those same tickers. All right, I'm going to mark up where I got in right now. So 40845. All right, so with Thinkorswim, you can put this anywhere on the chart. Actually, let's go ahead and remove it so I can show you. Remove. So you can put your price line anywhere on the chart, and then if you right click on it, edit properties, then you can come in here and put in the number where you want it to be, and then it'll automatically go there. See? So it can make it a lot easier for you. One thing I like to do though when I do my price line targets of where I got in is I like to make them touch the candle that I got in on so I can look back and see where I got in on this trade. I'm going to take this one off. Remove. All right, cool. So there we go. So that's our trade right now. We're in a speed bump trade right now because we didn't get the full target and it reversed its position. So let's zoom out a little bit. So on the technical side, we do have a draw if it wants to try to make another high into this area. So we'll get a little money. We're going to get out right here at this 25% level is where we plan to get out. Let me put an OCO order in now. So let's go ahead and take this off. And I don't speed bump my speed bump, if you will, right? I only speed bump my first trade. I don't speed bump my speed bump. And it's just because of a data thing, because sometimes you get into choppy markets, and if I speed bump my speed bumps, that chop can really destroy my account. So I don't do that. All right, so I'm long, so I'm going to buy or sell to get out. All right, come here. All right, there we go. So we're almost right on the money. Oh, we're going to come down here and make it break it. Make it break this market structure right there, that support area. Okay, cool. So let's see if this will come up and get us some additional profit on this trade. You know, we got $2 so far in profit after commissions. Maybe we can get some more on it. All right, so now let's go look at the other trades. So right here with red light, green light, you can see where we had the switch and permission to jump in this trade, which it did not take. You can see it's not marked up, whereas it's marked up here and here. So it did not take it. Unfortunately, that would have been a nice winner, right? That would have been a really nice winner. And then this markup that you see right here, I don't know what that is actually. That might be from Sniper marked up there, but no trades associated. And then over here we have another markup right here, a long trade. We had red to green with permission, dashes above the white line, moved up, basically hit the target, but sold off for a speed bump play and would have been successful in the speed bump, no problem. You know what I mean? Like way successful, right? So that would have been a great trade. Didn't take it. Here's a trade that I was in, long right here, enter, and then I was able to get out somewhere right here, close on that. So did not take that full ride, unfortunately, but still got out with some nice profit. Good to go on that trade. And then we just keep scrolling back. No permission here for a long trade. Not really permission for a short because we're ascending. We're ascending with these dashes, not looking good. So a short trade, not ideal. But even if I did trade it, its speed bumped would have been successful. Did not. There's no trade here. No permission. No permission. No permission. No permission. And then we have a trade right here, which I did take. So got in here, came up close to its the final target, and just pulled that trade off the table. Money, right? So I think that gets us caught up to where we were on our trades. So back here we got permission, and then of course right there, nice little target that was hit right there. So there we go. So I think that gets us caught up. So there's a short trade there. I think that was on Sniper, and I think we're back like further on. So anyway, so there we are with the MES. Now let me show you what happened with MGC, right? That was the other ticker that we're trading. That was a little bit of a disaster, but I'll go show it to you. Oh no, come on, MES, get up there. All right, let's go look at MGC, and then we'll see what happens here. MGC, we trade on the 15-minute chart. So MGC right here, we had a short trade set up with permission, which was definitely a winner. I did not trade it. Yes, you could see a line kind of going through the stop there, but as you know, I always put my stop just above structure. So that would have clearly been a winner right there. So that was MGC. Didn't take it though, so it doesn't really matter. And then right here, we had our trade. It was a long trade, and that would have been another easy winner. So it didn't take it. And then right here, this would have been a short trade. Well, not really. It didn't quite have permission. I marked it up anyway just to see if I did take that because it was close on permission. But it would have been a speed bump and we would have recovered. So the count still would have been fine. So I just want to show you the trades I'd set up that I didn't take while I was gone, which I wish I would have taken. Like this one right here would have been a nice, easy winner. And then back here we had a speed bump play, a long trade to a speed bump to recovery. So there you go. And then over here, we had a long trade that was failed to a speed bump that would have been successful. And that speed bump also triggered a short trade on that. So let's kind of give you a rundown on where we're at. So those are the two tickers that we trade. Wanted you to see the charts so you know that I'm not cherry picking the trade. So when you see my account, the account is what it is because that's what it is, not because I cherry picked what it is. So we're going to go back to the 30-minute candle and MES. All right, cool. So we're back here. All right, so I'll bring the conclusion to this trade to you, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can start this week off and this month, February 1st, start this month off green, but we'll see. All right, so why I had to take that call real quick. We came down, got stopped out, rallied up, hit the target. The market hates me. It went down and got me out and then rallied up for hitting the target, right? How many times do you feel like that, traders? Like the market just did that to get you out of the trade. So, yeah, but I don't believe that actually. I just know that that's the market, you know, and I'm playing statistics. And this is an unusual thing that's going on right now, or at least unusual from my eyeballs, and doesn't mean it's unusual in the data game. And it is what it is. So, you know, I took that loss. So $95 total on the day is what we're going to take a losing on it, or debit, if you want to say, on my account. So we're going to go put that in the trade on the My Strategy Manager, see where the account is, and we'll just wait for the next setup, and we'll just keep going. You know, we got to get these debits are going to come with the territory, and, you know, along with credits. This is crazy what's happening right now. I went over and looked at, what are we at? We're on the 30 right now. Let's go back to MGC. With that sell-off that was taking place, I was like, oh, let me go see what's happening in MGC. MGC is gold. It's a futures ticker for gold. And MGC, look at this thing. Same thing. It got crazy and then it stabilized on the 15-minute candle. It stabilized and then got crazy again. Let's look at it on the 30 so you have a comparison. So very similar to what's happening with the MES. MES represents like the S&P 500. So got this huge spike. Everything kind of like started normalizing, and then boom, look at that big move. So yeah, going crazy, right? I don't know what's happening right now in the markets. I haven't checked the news, but gold is boosting big time. Let's zoom out. We're on the 30-minute now, right? Yeah. Look at that candle. See them, like, insane, right? Look how many of these candles it took to make that candle. This is a 30-minute candle now. So it's just like, did nuclear bombs hit? Like, what happened? Why is gold doing this? This is crazy. All right, let's go back to the MES real quick. And the MES is just off to the moon. And we were long and took a loser on it. And now it left without us. All right, let's go look at the My Strategy Manager. And we'll put these in the My Strategy Manager and see where we're at. Okay, so here we are with the My Strategy Manager with all the trades, the ones I was not able to record for you up here. And then we have these trades down here. Okay, so here we are with the My Strategy Manager. So you can see down here we have the trades that I wasn't able to capture for you while I was gone, and then we have our other trades. But here's where we're at today right now. So we took this first trade, got out with that small winner, if you will. And then after commissions, we end up with a $105 loss because of that losing trade we were just in, which should have been a winner. but is what it is. So we're out of that trade, loser on that. So let's go over to the scaling ladders and see how much damage we did this week. Oh man. All right, not too bad. We still got, you know, full bar, so we're just 1 bar away from going back to the 200, right? We scaled up, took those losses, and then you know, is what it is, and we're just working our way trying to get back into this $200 zone. So I don't know what happens with me personally. Maybe the rest of you are like that too. You can put it in the comments, let me know. I don't know what you do for your scaling ladders, but every time I scale up, it's always like the scale up zone for me seems to always be so hard to get over. You know, I don't know if that's because it's 10 bars and maybe that's why like that area just becomes because of the probabilities with my strategies. You know, like I can expect out of 10 trades to have 2 losers. Is that why it's hard for me? Like, I don't know what it is, but always wherever my scale up zones are, it's always difficult for me to get into that zone and I get momentum going. But once I get in the zone and I get a couple of trades in there, then I can rocket right to the next piece, and then I'll just be stuck here for a while and then get to the next piece and get stuck again. So I don't know why that happens to me. Does that happen to you? But it does happen to me. So anyway, we're here. Hopefully we don't get stuck here for too long and we can get this thing moving. So that's where we're at with the scaling ladders. Let's go over to... All right, so here we are back with that crazy candle in the 30-minute chart with the futures market with the MES. We got about 30 seconds before this candle closes. And as you can see here, we have a sonar trade set up. So I don't trade that many sonars, but we're going to go ahead and trade this one because this is such a massive candle, a massive tower candle. Tower candle indicated by the dash inside of this candle on the switch of the algo, really any time, but especially on the switch of the algo is really prominent. So we're going to go ahead and short this thing based on the sonar strategy in about 10 seconds, and then we'll mark it up and then put it in the then put it in the My Strategy Manager, and then you'll see how this trade plays out here. We got 3, 2, 1. Don't want to be late. All right, so we're in. So now I'm going to go ahead and mark this up. So using the this tool right here, the Fibonacci Arch tool. So we're in. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my OCO order in. We got our 1 contract. I'll put 50, hit enter, give me plenty of room. So we're short, so we're going to buy it back. This thing might just boost to the moon, who knows, but whatever. Trading the numbers, trading the numbers. All right. And then we got our stop up here. Yep, cool, cool. All right, there we go. So that's a trade. So I mark it up with that based on the algo with the tower candle. And then look for a retracement, get that money, and then look for a new trade. So that trade's in. We'll bring the conclusion to you. Hopefully we can make a little cash on that one. I'm going to go put it in the My Strategy Manager now, and then we'll show you what happens with it. All right, so it looks like this sonar trade might be a big loser. And it's actually going to be a little heavier than what our risk reward is supposed to be. So I didn't look at that before I jumped in the trade. I needed to look at that. And then when I saw that, I should have not got in this trade. Unfortunately, is what it is. I'm in the trade. And yeah, it'll just be one of those days, traders. One of those days. Put your head in the sand. Cry about it. Wait for the next setup. And then just keep on going. All right, so I was hoping to have this trade concluded before I had to head out, but I do have to head out. You know, Sonar, we don't usually trade that much. We did build this together over at the simpleswitch.teachable.com in the masterclass, and we just don't really trade. Mostly focus on red light, green light, and sniper, and occasionally, you know, Sonar will take a trade on it if it's a nice big candle like this, tower candle defined by the dashes inside the candle. Like here's a tower candle as well, not on the switch, which is also, you know, great. And if I mark it up from here, you can see where it comes down, winner on the retrace, right? So that's how I know when a candle is extended, if you will, is based on my dash showing up inside of the candle. That tells me that that candle is a bit extended. Doesn't mean it can't keep ripping higher, but the probabilities are in my favor that I will be making money on a retracement when that happens. So, and I call that Sonar because of the way I mark it up using that Fibonacci arches right here, Fibonacci arcs to mark it up. It makes that kind of Sonar ring, if you will. So there we go. So we're in this trade. We'll see what it ends up doing. I'm going to have to head out, hit pause, and then bring the conclusion to you Hopefully it's a winner because we are definitely extended on this trade, which is kind of scary. But it is what it is. It just means it's going to take even longer to get through that threshold. I should have just shut it down. All right, buddy. See you later. Or in about 2 seconds your time. All right, just got back home and found a straight loser. Actually, I got a text and I was like, no. But yep, that's where we're at. So straight loser. So I traded Sonar, which I don't usually trade. But why did I trade it? Well, first it does have the statistics are in my favor. The probability is in my favor to trade it. So it's a thing. I just don't trade it very often. So one thing I teach you at my master class is how I can take a strategy. You can ask me, hey, Eric, what is the success rate in the strategy? And I could say 80% is what the success is right now. And you'll get excited and you'll want to trade it. Or I could say 90% and you'll want to trade it. But then when you start trading it, it's only 30% for you and you're losing all your money. But it's 90% for me. So that's right. You can have a strategy that's a 90% win rate for one person and a 30% win rate for another person, the same exact strategy. And I teach you why that is over at simpleswitch.teachable.com in my master class. That's one of the key fundamentals in trading, traders. If you don't understand that you can take a 90% success rate in a strategy for one trader and it could be 30% for another, then you're missing one of the most important fundamental pieces of trading that's over there in the masterclass. I may do a shorter video on it on the channel here eventually. But yeah, that's a really important thing. So with that said, Sonar's got an awesome success rate. But I shouldn't have traded it today because I don't trade it. I don't really trade it that often. So I should be trading it or not trading it, in other words. But why did I trade it then? Well, because of the success rate, because everything was looking good, and a little bit of FOMO in the sense of not necessarily that I'm going to miss out on this trade, but I don't want to have a red day. Like, who wants to have a red day? So I was like, you know what, Sonar's setting up. I just took a losing, I got a losing day ahead of me. Sonar set up. I could trade Sonar, recover my day, and move on, right? But instead, I got a really big red day because two things. One, I don't usually trade it. And that factors into a bunch of stuff that you can learn over at simpleswitch.teachable.com. And then the other part of it is the risk was too high. Right now we're at $100. We're back to $100 in the scaling ladder. And I took more than that of risk, and I shouldn't have done that. Today, max loss today should have been around $200, 2 trades, right? Or 3 trades, but that one I got out, I missed my win on it. So I ended up with pretty much break-even trade. It shouldn't be $238, or almost $240 plus commissions. So not a good spot to be in. Yes, it makes me feel bummed out, but at the same time, you're gonna have bad days, bad weeks, and bad months trading. Today I would consider a bad day because this is quite a big percentage of our account as far as profit goes, and the account overall that we went down today. So it's a pretty big red day. Let's go look at the scaling ladder real quick and see how this affected us. So let me put this trade in real quick right here. What do we end up out at? 41185. No. We got out at 414725. All right. So after commissions, $253. So we've lost $50 more than we should have lost today because I wasn't paying attention to that. Not smart. All right. So scaling ladders. This is going to be depressing, I think. Let's see where we at here. Yep. See, so now we're down 2 bars. Like, it's every time I come up to like the scale up zone, I just get a beating. And and by saying that, do I create a self-fulfilling prophecy that's going to keep on happening to me? But I feel like every time I come up to a scale up zone, I get beat. I get a beat down. So it is what it is. It's disappointing to see, but that's part of growing an account. I know I'm going to have debits and credits. It's part of the game. I just got to get the numbers in. And we're still way green, right? Look at all this. We're still in a great spot. So I have to remind myself of that too, not to beat myself up over it. Market opens up here again in a couple hours. New trade opportunities will present themselves. 2 trades. We're right back where we're at. And, we're good. We're back off to the races. And, it's a lot of bad trades I would have to have in a row to get rid of all this. As long as I don't start revenge trading, which I kind of did with Sonar today, right? But if I start just casino trading, revenge trading, this all can go away, and that would be a disaster to try to recover. But right now, I'm not going to have 8 losses in a row. I'm going to have winners to offset this, and we're going to be good. So I shouldn't stress about it. I shouldn't worry about it. But that's the emotional part of trading, and that's how you feel when you're taking losses. And, even after a big win streak, you can have 20 winning days in a row, and you have that one day that you lost a tiny bit, and you're going to be bummed out. No matter how many years you trade, I think it's human nature that you have been programmed that you want to be successful, you want to be winning. And today I may have had a losing day, but I was successful as a trader because I followed the rules. I did accept that one trade I missed the exit, but then I got out because I missed the exit, which was following the rules. So I followed my plan, I followed my strategy, I followed the rules, which means it was a successful day. And today was my day to pay the market, take that debit, pay to play, if you will. And then tomorrow or in a few hours when the new session opens, could be my day to start making money and pulling money out of that ATM again. So as long as I'm following the rules, trading my plan, tracking it, monitoring everything, and doing my thing, then it was a successful day. All right, everybody. See you on the next video.